For a better sense of how the rest of the state is impacted by new tariffs, we turn to Garrick Taylor of the Arizona Chamber of Commerce joining us from Phoenix. Thanks for being here, Garrick.
Thanks for having me.
Garrick, let's begin with what are some of the industries most affected by this?
Well, really, it's anything that imports goods from Mexico. The consumer is also affected. But I think for an interesting snapshot, let's look at fresh produce. As you know, Arizona is really one of the hot spots for the importation of fresh fruits and vegetables from Mexico. And it's not like you can have a big inventory sitting around. This is an inventory that's switched out quite often. This is one of those areas where, because of the tariffs, shoppers in the produce section could see prices begin to tick up.
Any timeline as to when?
Well, the administration has said that we're going to start out with a 5% tariff as soon as June 10, and then an additional 5% every month, into the future until October. It could go all the way up to 25%. So these tariffs loom large, and we could, again, go all the way up to 25%.
Anything the state or the chamber can do to try to convince the White House to shift gears at this point?
Well, look, we're sending a message to the White House and to the administration more broadly that, yes, there is obviously an issue that needs to be addressed regarding the migrant crisis, and we need to adopt humane, sensible immigration reforms. But attacking this issue by hurting the U.S. economy and the Arizona economy is not the way to do it. We believe the way to address these issues on the trade side, move the USMCA. Let's get that agreement adopted. And on the immigration side, let's go big. Let's get Congress involved here. Let's move legislation that makes our border more secure, has a more rational immigration system, and that we can finally accomplish things that have long been needed to be done. Things like DACA, for example. There is an opportunity here, but we don't want to hurt the economy at the same time.
Are there conversations happening at the local level with the state, the chamber, the state of Sonora? I mean, there have to be conversations taking place behind closed doors.
I would imagine between the two administrations, those conversations are occurring. I can tell you that in the business community, however, in Arizona, these threatened tariffs have been universally panned. Nobody likes the idea of creating a self-imposed drag on our economy. This economy's red hot right now. Let's keep it going. Why risk an economic downturn by something that could be easily avoided? Again, we're not saying that there's not a very real issue to be addressed here under immigration. There is. But by instituting new tariffs, that doesn't solve the immigration problem, and it makes an economic problem even worse.
Okay, Garrick Taylor joining us from Phoenix for the Arizona Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much.
Thank you.